Daddy D. If it ain't going down at the Bunny Ranch, it ain't going down at all.
It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. Going down, going down, going down, going down, going down at the Bunny Ranch. It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. Going down at the Bunny Ranch. It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. Going down at the Bunny Ranch. It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. Going down at the Bunny Ranch.
Welcome to the Bunny Ranch podcast. I am Audrey Allen from the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, your guest host for today's show. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Primarily, the way that I like to relax and unwind after a long day is I like to give myself massages, and I like to stretch, and I adore watching podcasts myself. My favorite is the Dumb Blonde podcast with Bunny XO. I absolutely love her. I feel one of the primary questions that I get a lot is how do we fit into technology today? And how does technology affect relationships? And I believe that while technology has its place, there is nothing that substitutes touch in terms of human beings and human interaction. So a place like the Bunny Ranch is absolutely wonderful because you get to know the ladies beforehand and you get to interact with them, meet them, relax at our bar or in our parlor, and then touch, which is the most important thing, I believe, in the world. Mm. So the way that I've grown most in my life has actually been recently. I haven't worked at the Bunny Ranch for about a few years, and in the interim, I had sold insurance. I had also waitressed for a long time, and I had started in the adult industry when I graduated college. So I never had a normal job, and I believe it's really humbled me these last few years to get to understand the struggles that people go through, how tired at the end of the day people are, and how necessary it is to work hard and play hard. But I actually really enjoyed these last few years because it let me get a chance to see the other side. But the Bunny Ranch is my home, and there's no place else I'd rather be. And that's the other thing that I learned from my time being away. Um, I think an important aspect of life is friendship. And friendship to me means accepting the good and bad in everybody because we all have good and bad parts of ourselves. So when you have a true friend that you can call at any time, day or night, and will just let you vent about something silly or something important, but also understanding that they accept your good points and they know your bad points and they still love you for you. Um, the listeners can support me and our work here by listening to the Bunny Ranch podcast, helping us make it go viral, and of course, coming in and seeing us, joining our message board. That's always a lot of fun. I get more involved with the message board on the bunnyranch.com website than I do on Twitter. I post pictures almost every day on X, but the message board is where I really get to have people get to know me and truly get to know other people. And I always like to present fresh topics, and it gives everybody a chance to see how the ladies interact with one another. So on the bunnyranch.com website, I list some of the things that I absolutely love, and one of those are books. And I'm an avid reader, and my favorite books are Moby Dick, which is my absolute favorite of all time, and the other one is The Call of the Wild. And the reason why I love those two books the most, always have, and always will, is that it really gives you a chance to understand that animals have a sense of consciousness as well. One of the ladies here calls me Snow White because I have animals um, come to my patio, and it just gives me a thrill every single day. And I baby talk to them, and I just adore animals. I did have a farm for many years. And yeah, I just couldn't imagine life without animals. Just like I couldn't imagine life without the ranch because it gives that real human connection. And not just with the clientele who come in here, but also with the other ladies. Um, some of my best friends in the world have been ladies that I have met at this ranch. So, and we're open 24/7, so if I can't sleep some night, there's always somebody to talk to. There's always somebody to go to the gym with or go out shopping with or just to sunbathe and relax. So, it's a very warm sense of camaraderie here. Um, and I believe that's what makes a company good in the world of business, is that it's really about the people involved in your company. And all of the ladies here are super sweet and super nice and just absolutely beautiful in their own way. And there's somebody for everybody. If you're into a blonde, a brunette, a redhead, somebody incredibly petite, if you like a thicker lady, but there's something for everybody here, for sure. And it's a place that I know a lot of people who walk through the door who want to party don't want to leave. And honestly, it's a place that has become, in my life, some place that I don't want to leave, in the sense that I keep coming back. Um, I hope that's given you a little bit of an idea of what I'm all about. And the best way to get to know me more, like I said, is the message board. Or please feel free to email me. I love hearing from people. Even if you plan on coming months from now or a year from now, feel free to email me anytime and get to know me. I truly get flattered by that. So, my most memorable experience at the Bunny Ranch was truly one of a kind. Um, Somebody who had seen me on HBO Cathouse had come in to party with me, and they came back quite a bit in a very short period of time. And then one time they had wanted to spend, and they did spend 10 days with me here at the ranch. They bought me shots of Louis from the bar, the most favorite cognac in the world, and which was very generous of them. They were a very generous person. And on their last night here, I really wanted to make it an experience that they could take with them forever. And what we had done is at night, we have an amazing pool out back that has colored lights. And the gentleman and I had gone into the pool, and it was just so gorgeous under the stars. And it was just such a nice desert breeze. And to really make his experience memorable, I had grabbed every single available lady at the ranch, and we all got topless. There must have been 20 of us in the pool. And we had bottles of champagne, and we were all just having a great time for quite a while. Um, the gentleman had booked every single lady for an hour of their time just to hang out at the pool. And it was like being with a bunch of friends. And he was my boyfriend during the time I was here. And yeah, not only was it a memorable experience for him, it was truly a memorable experience for me. And I think that's what it's all about here is having an experience, getting away from whatever it is in your normal life, coming here, making your fantasies into reality, um, having a lasting impression, but also just having memories that you're going to cherish for the rest of your life. And that's what the ranch means to me. And I will never forget that gentleman or our time together. And I'm really looking forward to meeting more individuals that I'll never forget. My first guest is Cami Parker.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi, Cami.
How
It's
are
so
you?
wonderful to
You
see
too.
you and
Always. You're
to
beautiful as ever.
yeah, as do
Oh,
you. You're
thanks.
always so polished, and it doesn't even matter if you're working or not, you just are stunning.
Oh, thank you.
So,
I appreciate that.
and what I love the most about you, Cami, is that you really are America's sweetheart. I see how you interact with your clientele or even just people that you sit with at the bar, and you really do care about other people and want them to be comfortable, and your manners are just impeccable. You
Oh,
just have such good manners.
thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind to be kind.
Mm.
It's just you have good energy, positivity, love, like, and when you're nice to others, everybody's nice to you, and you have good energy, and it's just nice to make everybody feel comfortable and happy. And I love all of our guests here, whether they come to party or just coming to visit. And
Mhm.
I love when people say that they came here and they had a great experience.
Yes. My favorite quote from you is "You love love."
I do. I love love.
So, Cami, how do you relax after, how do you relax and unwind after a long day?
Here or at home?
Here.
Oh, well, I love to get a massage, get in the hot tub, go tanning.
Mm.
But I also love to like just jump on the bed with my girlfriends and have a little movie snuggle night and just unwind from our long day.
Mm. Yes. Um, my first question to you
Sure.
is you always look so polished,
Oh,
like
thank
I've
you.
said. How would you describe your personal style?
Hmm. Something like vintage Barbie.
Mm.
Very soft, very feminine. I don't have any tattoos. I love lace. I love pink. I love soft colors and just classic styles.
I definitely can see that.
Thank you.
Is your style in your normal life different from when you're at the ranch?
No, I'm always myself every day, all day. When you look good, you feel good. And I think it's important for us to, make an effort and look nice. And then you feel nice. And then you give nice energy to others. And it's just, better for the world.
Mm, definitely. So, what is it? I know there's so many things to choose from, but what do you love the absolute most about this job?
Well, you already said I love love. I love the people that come here, especially those that come for a very special reason. And it's so funny. Once Dr. Drew had said to me, like, who do you think you are? Like the Mother Teresa of sex workers? I laughed. I was like, I mean, I would never say that, but kind of. Like we bring so
Mm,
much love and happiness to people. And, it's really sad. There's people in the world that they don't have anybody even to just like hug them or hold them or say, how was your day? And that's so important. It's like food, water, air, love.
mm.
And I love being able to give that to others.
I agree because there are some individuals that have come in here in wheelchairs
course.
or who are very insecure about either their physical appearance, or perhaps they had bad relationships in the past and they just need a little boost,
Yeah, and
you
I think
know?
that people really forget that there's beauty in every person, and
Mm,
everybody has something beautiful about them, and you can't see it yourself. Like, we're always here to remind you because there's really something genuinely beautiful in everybody.
that's so sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, Cami, what are your favorite kind of parties? I know that you do lots of different kinds.
Yeah, well, I guess touching on what we just said, I love people that come here for a special reason and have a special need that they want to meet in their life, whether it's virgins or couples or people that have lost their spouse or,
Mm,
haven't had a lot of experience, or it's been a long time since their last intimate experience. And I love to see people with a smile, and I love to feel like every party we have like really made a big difference in somebody's life and created like a
mm,
core memory for them, you know?
mm. I noticed that couples are very comfortable around you. What would you say is your special spice, let's say, that you bring to their relationship? Because they always seem to be a lot happier than like when they leave.
Right. Well, I love to meet the women, of course, and I, I feel repetitive, but I love love. So when couples come and see me, I like love to encourage their bond and like cheer for their love story and like thank them for inviting me to be a special part of their life and really recognize like how special their bond is as a couple that
Mm,
brought them here. And I just think that's really nice.
yeah. And I think the great thing about this type of environment is that people don't have to worry that you're going to try to interfere in their
Of
relationship.
course.
They don't have to worry that you're going to stalk them on the internet.
Steal your husband, anything like that. I mean, that's always a risk. Even just with like somebody from a dating app, that's like
Hmm.
a risk because like people can find you and you never really know what people's intentions might be. And even worse, if it's somebody that you know, and a lot of friendships and relationships have ended that way because they thought it would be good and it became awkward and it was just all very strained and strange and things that seem like they might be a good idea, then you never can't predict how the other person might react. And I always just think that it's better to come here because you know what you want. We agree. Your boundaries are entirely respected,
Mm, mhm.
whether it be your boundaries of your personal life or your physical boundaries or things that you do or don't want. And we can discuss that openly beforehand and it doesn't feel awkward, and just make sure that everybody's comfortable and everybody's happy. And you know where to find me when you want, and I'm not going to come find you.
Mm. How do you feel about virgins that you've experienced here?
We actually get a lot of virgins here. And I mean, it's such an honor, right? To be
Mm,
like, take to
yes.
share such a special experience with somebody. And I feel like, especially when a lot of people feel like they're never going to be able to have that experience. And it's not just the experience, it's the confidence. And
Hmm.
it's like making them feel like they can go out there and when they meet somebody, they're not going to feel self-conscious or feel like they're fumbling or bumbling or feel like they've never done this before or worry that she might think something about them, because they can come here and they can openly ask their questions. They can say, "Can you show me this? Can you teach me this? Can you tell me how to do this?" Which is like something that's like very special about it here too, right? It's like they're not just special, but they can be like educational parties as well.
Mm. Yes, and it's such an important part of your life. And truthfully, my first experience sexually was not what
Right.
I wish it had been. So, but I mean, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I mean,
I think
it
people
wasn't
hype up
memorable.
the idea of their first time a lot in their head,
Mm,
and probably coming to a professional is the only way to really meet all the hype that people build up around it, you know? And
mm,
if you feel nervous, like it's okay. And, we just make you feel comfortable. And it's going to be very good, but sometimes I worry it might set the bar a little high.
Yes.
But I don't know. I just love it when virgins come here. It's gives me the warm fuzzies.
Mhm. So, what are your favorite places to go for outdates?
There's so many beautiful places here, and I always love experiencing someone outside of the confines of our ranch as
Mm.
well. You know, Tahoe is right there. They have amazing casinos, they have amazing shows, they have all kinds of things. They have beautiful nature. If you like hiking, it's like there's really something for everyone. We have the Fandango, which is close by. They have Dukes, they have Tiamo. It's like anything that you could hope for is really within our grasp right in our region. So we're really lucky that way.
Mm.
And I really love to ask people what they like, what are their interests, what are their favorite foods, what can we experience together that would make our time extra special.
Mhm.
And we just have so many options here. And I think that's a great part about this location.
Yes, because I know you're a foodie.
Yes, I
You
love
love.
food.
Mhm. Yes, and also we're so close to Virginia City. I'm personally am a history buff.
Okay.
So taking a tour of Virginia City and just knowing that Mark Twain spent so much time there,
Yeah,
it's just absolutely amazing.
right. Have you been
And
into the cemetery up there?
no, have
Oh,
you?
yes, it's amazing. They have headstones from centuries ago. It's really fantastic. And if you like history, just reading all of the little headstones and the years, and you really think about the person that was there and what their life might be like. And yeah, it's really cool. You should definitely check it out.
I think I need somebody to hold my hand though.
Here I come.
Oh. So this always seems to me like a little bit of a sorority
Totally.
because Madame Suzette just makes sure that everybody gets along. And have you personally maintained friendships that you've had here? Have some friendships been incredibly near and dear to your heart that you've made here?
Of course. I mean, I think one of the most special things about it here is that, of course, we all have outer beauty, but I know that Madame Suzette really goes out of her way to make sure to pick girls that have very special inner beauty as well.
Hmm.
So everybody here is so lovely. And, of course, you're going to form closer bonds with some people than others. And, it's like sisters, really. And be friends forever. I have friends that I've met here that I've been in their wedding. I'm auntie to
Oh,
their children,
oh.
and it's really special. And I think part of that is we all come together in a way where you can be your authentic self,
Mm,
and when you feel free to be your authentic self, you can connect more authentically with others.
mm,
And because we're all so special here, it really helps as well. And I
mm.
think the gentleman can tell it's like an energy. You can feel the positive energy, the loving, the fun, the playfulness. And I think it's so wonderful how we all just like love each other and get along so well.
And speaking of playful, we have amazing parties here. Like we just had, well, we have a DJ who comes on Friday nights, and I know that you and I dance along with
Yeah.
some of the other ladies.
Yeah.
And I have even sung
I know.
karaoke,
You were
which,
great. No, you were great. It's all about
thank
the
you.
spirit.
Yes.
You pour your heart into it, then you're going to be wonderful.
Oh, thank
You were
you.
great. I loved watching you.
And I remember our 80s party was absolutely awesome. It was
It was so
so
much
much
fun.
fun. I haven't danced that long for, I mean, I danced for like hours.
Right.
And the parlor was just so beautifully
It
decorated.
was. I
So,
loved how everyone came together to get the decorations going. I think the DJ said it was one of the funnest parties that we had. And, we all got in the kitchen with Nancy and with her special recipes and made all the food together.
mhm.
And the staff here was so wonderful with helping us decorate. And I love sweating to the oldies with Richard Simmons. That was a highlight for sure. You got to have fun, and you can't
Mm,
take life too seriously. And you can't let your inner child die, right?
mm, definitely. So, yes, Nancy was wonderful because she brought like temporary glow in the dark tattoos,
Yes.
and like you said, they had sweating to the oldies on the TV in the
Mm-hmm.
parlor. And yeah, it was just so much more fun. It was
Yeah.
just an amazing time. And I just love this I believe the momentum is just going to build,
Of
where every
course.
party is just going to keep getting better
Right.
and better
Well,
and better.
everyone's welcome to come to our parties. Of
Mm.
course, you don't have to book with a lady if you're nervous. It's your first time. I think that our parties are a great way to like break the ice and get to know people and feel a little more comfortable before you book your first party. And I think it's a great getting to know you night. And yeah, everybody's welcome. Anyone can come.
And I remember our last karaoke night. A gentleman had come up from the bar, and he was a professional singer, and he
Yeah,
sang for us.
he was fun. When he did the
Yes.
Backstreet Boys, that was great. I
Oh my
love that.
gosh.
Yes.
And then his three friends came over, and they joined in the dancing in the parlor,
It was
and
so much fun.
it was a really, really good time.
Yeah,
So it's definitely a special place here, for
it
sure.
definitely is. Magic.
Mm. So thank you, Cami, so very much for being here.
Oh, thank you. It's always great chatting with you, Audrey. You're so
Same.
lovely.
Same here. And how can people get to know you better? Like, what is your email address?
Sure. I mean, you can reach me, Cami Parker at BunnyRanch.com. You can reach me on X at Cami Parker XO. And of course, our bunny board is so much fun.
Mhm.
I just love the message board here at BunnyRanch.com.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
So again, it's been a pleasure, and thank you for being a guest.
Of course. Thank
Yes.
you, Audrey.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye. My next guest is going to be Kiki Lover. Hi, Kiki. So
Hi. Thank
Hi.
you for having me on.
Well, thank you for being our guest.
Of course,
So,
of course. You look beautiful. I like your outfit today.
Thank you. I was gonna say I love your outfit. So
Plain.
the one thing that has impressed me the most about you, Kiki, is that I am so jealous that you could belly dance because I
Ooh.
saw your YouTube channel
Yeah.
where you belly dance.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not a professional, but I can do a couple
Mhm.
moves. If you want me to teach you, we can do a belly dance party.
Oh, that
Doesn't
would
that
be
sound
fun.
Yeah. huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So, what has been your most memorable experience at the ranch?
Hmm. Well, I have 6 years being here, so I'm like, "Yeah, which one is the most memorable?" I really like outdates. Love
Mhm.
doing outdates. My most memorable date, we went up to Virginia City, went ATVing. That was really fun.
Ooh.
A little scary, but because it was like by the hills and stuff. It was fun.
I'm sure whoever you were with were very protective about you, making sure that you didn't get hurt, had your helmet on
Mhm.
right.
Helmet on.
Oh, you didn't wear a helmet.
No, we did
Oh,
not wear
okay.
helmets. But it was fun. A little adrenaline rush never hurts.
Mm, definitely.
But I'm very much looking forward to doing more outdates and things of that sort this summer. Have you been up to Lake Tahoe?
Yes.
Gorgeous, right?
Yes.
Especially in the summertime.
Oh, I can't wait to go again.
Mhm.
Um, so how do you unwind after a long day? I mean, I'm assuming you don't belly dance after a
No.
long day.
No. Um, I go home and I guess take baths. I like going to the steamboat hot springs in Reno.
Oh, I've always
Mhm.
wanted to go to those.
Yeah, they're very nice. And the Atlantis also has a beautiful spa.
Oh,
I go
okay.
there a lot too.
Oh, good to know.
That's how I spend my days off usually. hmm
Do you gamble?
Well, I'm not very lucky. I
Okay.
don't win, but just for funsies, like no more than a couple hundreds, and then I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. Um, what has been your experience with exploring and experimenting with different forms of non-sexual intimacy, like cuddling, touch? Um, Sometimes people just want to sit at the bar
hmm
and talk to us and tip us for our time, which isn't mandatory, but it's
hmm
always gracious. of them to do so, but sometimes it's not always about sex.
Yeah, not all the
It's
true.
always best when it's about
It
sex.
does happen, right? Yeah, I'm definitely more of a girlfriend experience, so I actually really like that. I love getting to the person, like their personal lives, who they are as a person, their I don't know, hobbies, likes and dislikes outside the bedroom. Um, yeah, so I definitely like the whole talking, touching, holding hands.
Yes, I like
Yeah,
that also.
I'm very much yeah.
Are you a
Mhm.
cuddler?
Oh yeah, totally. Are you a big spoon or a small spoon?
I'm well, it depends. It
Right?
depends.
Mm, we can do both, huh?
hmm
It's a good thing. Okay.
Yes, very
Mhm.
versatile. So, what has been the most exotic place that you've visited in your life? And where would you like to go to visit?
Hmm. Well, I've been to Paris, and a couple
Oh,
years ago I went to Paris and back to Morocco where I was born. That was the
mm,
last time I went out of the country kind of vacation. Um, France was Paris was I was thinking like the Eiffel Tower was gonna be like, I don't know, more dramatic,
hmm
but it was fine. It was fun. My where I really wanna go
hmm
to visit is Japan.
Oh,
I've been obsessed
very,
with Japan for a couple years.
very
Mhm.
exotic.
I
Wow.
haven't made it yet. Maybe this summer.
Wow.
Mm,
I'd imagine you'd have to go for quite a while.
right, especially after that 16 hours flight.
Oh, wow. Do different languages come easy to you? Do you know a few
Well,
words here and there of Japanese?
no, not Japanese.
Okay.
Definitely not Japanese. But I do speak Arabic as like primary language, and I speak not fluent, but French, and
Oh,
a tiny, tiny bit of Spanish. Like I can keep a conversation, um, and I can understand more. But yeah, I like languages. How did you guess?
mm, I don't know. Perhaps you saying that you're from Morocco, I would imagine that you would be
Oh,
multilingual.
yeah.
And you seem like, to me, the type of lady who jumps in for the full experience of everything. So I imagine when you were in Paris that you did probably pick up, or even beforehand, do your
Hmm.
homework on a little bit of French
Yeah.
and try do your best to speak it that way. That's how I view you, very inclusive.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I grew up in Morocco and French was the second language
oh,
there.
that's right.
Yeah, but over the years I've kind of like forgotten most of it. Like not fluent anymore. But yeah, dabble a little.
What are some of your hobbies since you
That's
live
always like
nearby?
such a complicated question to answer because I'm like, what are my hobbies? I like to draw, I like to sketch.
Hmm,
I like to watch movies. Is that a hobby?
can
Right?
be. Yes,
Can
yes.
be. I like social media. I do YouTube and TikToks, make videos. I enjoy doing that as well.
You're so multifaceted. I remember one of the first things I saw on our message board on our BunnyRanch.com website
Hmm.
was that you had actually written a poem.
Yeah.
And I was floored. I was so impressed and
Mhm.
just so amazed.
Yeah.
But
You're so
yeah.
sweet.
Well, no, it was such a beautiful, beautiful poem.
Aw.
And I was, like I said, I didn't realize exactly how talented you were. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're talented in many, many areas, but
Come find out. No, I'm just kidding.
exactly.
Mm.
Well, where can people find out more about you?
I'm on everything like social media wise, onto every platform to ever exist. Not too active on everything, but here and there. Uh,
What platform are you on the most? Or do you feel that you're more
Twitter,
open on
Twitter.
X? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still cannot like remember that name. Like, it's still Twitter to me. Um,
No, understood. Um, um, and do you have any pets since you do live fairly close by? I mean, I don't know where you live exactly, of course not, but um, are there pets that you have that you go home to?
Because like when I do work, I work 4 days a week from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I have 3 days off. But those 4 days, I'm like here pretty much full time, the
Hmm.
whole 4 days. So I don't want to like keep a dog or a cat by itself for that long. So no, I don't have.
I'm sure even fish would miss you.
Oh,
You're so
you know,
pretty.
I didn't think about that. Maybe I should get a fish.
Oh, but I just
Yeah.
thought they would miss you because you're so pretty.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Um, um,
Fish.
mhm,
Yeah.
absolutely. And how do you maintain your amazing figure? Like, no, seriously, because
Oh,
I don't ever see you at the gym,
no.
but yes, you're just very svelte. So,
I actually do go back like 2 p.m., but I don't go every day, of course.
oh, okay.
Um, I don't know, it's just genetics.
Good
I don't know.
genes.
I don't know. I don't like exercise on an everyday basis, but yeah, it's just how it is,
Hmm.
how my body is.
And it's a pleasure seeing your hair up in a ballerina style because usually it's down and it's so long and sexy and silky. So.
It it was no hair washing today. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, sometimes I just put it up. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
And what are your favorite things to wear while you're here? Are you more of a lingerie type? Are you more into dresses? I cannot live without my garter belts and stockings. So, but what defines you?
So I like sweatpants and jeans.
Which aren't
Is that a
allowed?
good answer? I prefer being in pajamas. No, I'm kidding. But when I'm here, like outside of work, yeah, I like sweatpants and comfortability. When I'm here, it depends. I like to mix it up. I have collected a lot of lingerie and dresses over the years of being here. Different colors, different textures like that, but depends on the day.
Yeah, I love your outfit today for sure.
And I also like if somebody asks me to wear like a particular thing for them,
Mm,
then definitely yes, let's play dress up. Yeah,
yeah, very accommodating.
of course.
Yeah,
Mhm.
quite nice. What kind of music do you like? Since you obviously
Mm.
can dance.
My taste is in music is not very good. I like, well, I'm kidding, but like personally, I like hip hop, like really hyper upbeat kind of music.
Hmm.
But for like, I don't know, for in the bedroom, that's a little bit sometimes too loud.
Hmm.
So I like more air, uh, Airbnb.
Our Airbnb. Did you just say Airbnb? That's
R&B.
so funny. No, that's
I'm like,
okay.
wait, what is that thing called? That kind of music, like more romantic, like slower, more
Our,
lovey-dovey.
mm,
Yeah.
I can see
But
that.
what you would hear in my car is probably not very bedroom kind of music.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, again, Kiki, you are absolutely stunning, and thank you so much for being a guest. I know it was like impromptu. Now, where can people find out more about you? Like, what is your email address,
Mhm.
please?
And so my email is kikilover@bunnyranch.com. You can also find me on Twitter at Kiki Lover Kink, um, on YouTube at the Kiki Lover. And yeah.
And that's Kiki, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Thank you so
Well,
much for having me on.
yes, always,
Yeah,
definitely,
appreciate it.
always a pleasure. So, I will talk to you later on today, for
Okay,
sure.
sounds good. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. And my next guest is Nico Bradley.
Hi,
Welcome.
Audrey. How are you?
I am good. Oh, I love your ears. Those are so
Thank you.
cute.
Aren't they on brand?
Right. Um, well, I just wanted to say that my very first impression of you was that you are so giving. I personally love tea, and there was two bags of loose leaf tea called Egyptian Goddess, and I was drooling over those, and there's no name on it, so it's like, oh, I wonder who they're from. And then somebody, Pantera, had told me that you had put them out there, and I asked you about it, and you said that you had put both of those bags out there for all the ladies
Yes.
to enjoy, and that was just so sweet and very giving.
I love sharing with the girls. I have a client that gets me tea regularly, and I have an abundance of it. And so for me to be able to share something that I'm gifted with the ladies, just makes me feel good too. And the fact that you enjoyed it makes me feel even more special. So please, like, help yourself to anything I put in the kitchen,
Oh.
except my pickles.
What kind of pickles do you like?
I like a big kosher dill.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Not in the bedroom though. Any pickle will suffice.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh. My other impression of you when I first met you, and I believe I told you this in the kitchen when I came up from behind you, I was like, Nico, your curves are banging.
Yes,
was
I
just
I think it was, you got a booty that don't stop.
I would kill for it.
You can have some. Oh my gosh.
No, it's just you are just too perfect. I mean,
Oh, stop. Thank you so
voluptuous
much.
and everything. Yes. Um, okay. So my primary question for every lady is, what do you do to unwind after a long day? Because we do work 12-hour shifts while
Yeah.
we're here in heels.
Yes. So after at the end of a long day, I'm so A-type. I'm either working on something for here, like arranging my schedule, or working on something that's back home. I am in school, so I am like studying, doing homework, or organizing my schedule for my time away from here, and or like listening to a podcast before I get into bed, or take a shower to like stop everything.
Mhm. What are you studying in school? That's
Law.
awesome. You
I
are.
am.
Oh, fantastic. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, how far along are you in it? Do you have a lot left?
So I've only got 2 more semesters. I'm a paralegal.
Okay.
So right now I've just got 2 more semesters. Just I'm so sorry.
So that's gonna
Yeah,
fly by.
it is, and I'm so excited for why are you guys laughing? Guys, everyone is laughing in the parlor. So then
Next question.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get so giggly. Um,
It must be the ears.
Is
I
it?
think that's what's making you giggle
Yeah.
so much. It's the ears.
I came to play. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, only 2 semesters left.
Yeah.
That's gonna fly by.
Oh, absolutely. And I look forward to it. I don't know what endeavor I'm gonna take next, but I'm kind of like addicted to learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
Forever student.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because then you could balance it with being here.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's quite easy to do that. Okay. So I wanted to ask you, who is the one person that you admire, alive or dead?
I'd have to say that mm, I don't really have like too deep of an admiration for any like one particular person. I I like to take people as they are and not put them on too high of a pedestal.
Mm.
Um, when you're surprised by people, it kind of gives you the opportunity to see them in another light,
Mhm.
whether it's good or bad. But if you put them too high on a pedestal or set a standard for everybody, then there's an opportunity to be let down. And if you take people as they are, it kind of that kind of gets washed away.
Mm. It's like you're so, like I said, you're so voluptuous, but it seems like you're a real girl next door type in
Thank
that
you.
answer,
I,
you
I
know?
I like to think that I am.
Hmm.
Although I'm a big shopper, I'm pretty humble. I'm I'm like chill.
Yeah.
Like I like to make other people feel good about themselves,
Hmm.
and I'm happy to help whenever, wherever I can, wherever Nico fits, or if you even need an ear.
You got two pink ones. Those are adorable.
Thank you.
Oh, it shows how chill you are.
Yeah.
So when you go shopping, what's your favorite thing to shop for? Is it
Oh my.
clothes, makeup, purses, shoes?
So I am a big shoes and bags girl.
Mm.
And I saw it in a movie one time, and it just like the line really resonated with me, that you don't grow out of shoes or bags.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
You
Yeah.
can outgrow pants, you can outgrow shirts, you can outgrow underwear, but you don't really outgrow shoes or handbags.
Mm. So I'm sure you have quite the collection, one for every outfit in terms of
My
bags.
my bags and my shoes have a room.
Okay. I can see
They
that.
have their own bedroom and tuck them in at night. Good
Oh.
night, mommy loves you.
How
Yeah,
cute. I'm sure they love you back.
they do. Oh, they do. It shows in the way they compliment my outfits.
Oh, that's funny. Um, so, uh, I'm sure you can only bring so many shoes and bags with you, but when you do go on vacation, but what is your favorite place to go on vacation and why?
I love Aruba. I've been a million times. I'm sure I'll go a million more. Um, and it's so funny because I'm not like a sun person. I don't really love heat. I'd prefer to be someplace that it's like rainy and botanical all the time.
Mhm.
But the experiences that I have in Aruba, like riding horses on the beach,
Mm,
ATVing, the great food, the amazing people, um, really just the all around experience is just so fun and so beautiful. I
mm.
love it.
Well, I love that you're so worldly. I personally have not been out of the United States, and I don't even know what is the primary language spoken in Aruba.
They speak English.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. I can go
Yeah.
because I'm not good with languages.
It's such a small island. Um, I could be wrong, but I think that their dialect is Moroccan or Curaçaoan or
Okay.
something of that nature. But everyone speaks English there because it's such a small place and they get so many vacationers and so many tourists that it's just like everyone does speak English. So when they speak to you, their people just speak with an accent.
Mm. Well, I had asked Kiki the same question, but do you speak other languages?
I do none like super fluently, more like conversationally based. I am actually learning Czech right now because the dialect is very similar to Croatian, which I am. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm half Croatian, and then half a quarter Puerto Rican, a quarter Egyptian. Yeah,
wow. Beautiful combination. Now I can see it.
thank you.
Yes, now I can see
Yeah.
it.
Without saying anything, I kind of look racially ambiguous.
Hmm.
What is she? A superstar, that's it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So, well, the next question I would like to know about you is, are you a night owl or a morning bird? And I'm sure a lot of gentlemen and clients would like to know that as well.
So for me, it varies. I try to be as accommodating as possible. Um, but because I only visit here during my tours, I have a 3 hour time difference.
Mm.
So when I get here, I try to stay up as late as possible unless I have an appointment as soon as I get in. I try to alter my schedule really based, like if I have an appointment at 11 o'clock at night, I'm gonna sleep all day. So
Mm.
I don't know, it's just the people pleaser in me that doesn't allow me to be a night owl or a day person.
Mm. Um, no, that's amazing that you are so flexible.
Thank you.
So, and really get a lot of joy out of accommodating like other people's schedules and their time frames and in terms of what they
I think a
want.
lot of us ladies can relate to that because we are so giving of ourselves and we are very adaptive to, any kind of special gentleman that walks through the door or
Hmm.
any person that, cares enough to place a deposit for our time and to just be available when they would like us to be.
Hmm. Well, we do have our own shifts, and I know that
Yes.
when we start, they tend to Madam Suzette and Miss Kim. Um, I know that they had asked me if I preferred more mornings or if I preferred evenings, and I have a morning routine, so my shift is kind of like late morning.
Yeah,
So, but
I get that. I'm available by walk-in from noon to midnight.
mhm,
However, if I have an appointment at 1 a.m., I'm gonna be available at 1 a.m. and
mhm.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed
Yes.
in the moonlight.
Mm. You seem so playful. What is your perspective on the role of humor and playfulness in the bedroom?
I think it's a necessity. I think that being playful with a partner opens a whole another door of intimacy.
Mm.
So being able to connect with somebody that you can have fun with and be like playful with, whether like the intimacy starts at dinner and you're playing footsie under the table and you're just
Ooh.
goofing. I think that that's so important and it really keeps things light between you two. Having that playful chemistry
Mhm,
really caters to the girlfriend experience too. And
mhm,
that's my specialty. So it gives people another sense of connection, another way to connect, and an incentive to come back.
mm. Yes, I agree. Because the first time you meet somebody is always a little
Yeah.
intimidating and a little nervous. And yeah, I agree with you in terms of coming back because it only gets better
Yeah.
the more you get to know somebody.
Yeah. You shouldn't want to only see your girlfriend one time.
Yeah, I agree. That would not be so great. So, what values are important to you when you think about your clientele?
I think a generous, honest, and playful man are very important. I think that as long as we can be honest with each other, um, which that's a big thing, knowing what your desires are in the beginning, being open with each other, me telling you, hey, this is what I'm gonna do or what I'm not willing to do, and then somebody saying, hey, this is what I like, and them being getting to be their authentic self with
Mm,
me. So authenticity is definitely a great quality for a person to have. um, and be really open-minded.
mhm,
Yeah. Like
mhm,
don't close yourself off because of prior experiences or lack of experience.
mhm. No, I understand. And it really does mirror yourself because you are very generous with like being so accommodating. You're very generous with your time and your tea. Yes, for sure. What is your perspective of the importance of sexual compatibility?
I think that it's really important, especially speaking to clients via email beforehand and then giving them the opportunity to call and text before their appointments so that they're not just jumping into an experience with me. And they get that new date jitters and they're like, I don't know what's going to happen. And it takes a little bit of the anxiety away. So,
Mm.
building up that chemistry beforehand and knowing that we're compatible. I don't like people with big attitudes. So, if you've got a big attitude, we can just, there's only room in this situation for one big attitude.
Mhm. So, Nico, thank you
Yes.
so much for being a
I
guest.
was so happy to do this.
And where can people learn more about you?
Oh, definitely on my Twitter account. I update with photos regularly. You can really get an idea for my personality. I'm super playful on social media. All of my links are up there, so you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm not very active on Instagram, so really just go right to my go right to my Twitter.
Well, what is your email? Can you spell it for us, please?
My email is Nico Bradley at BunnyRanch.com. Nico Bradley.
Fantastic. And your handle on Twitter?
It's Dream of Nico. And so I like to call my clients little dreamers too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you again
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
gracing me with your presence.
Well, thank
And
you
this
so
has
much,
been
Audrey.
wonderful.
It was.
Yes,
Thank
lots of
you.
fun. Again, I am Audrey Allen from the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. And if you would like to get to know me, please email me at audreyallen@bunnyranch.com. That's AudreyAllen @bunnyranch.com. And thank you so very much for listening and watching the Bunny Ranch podcast. Have a wonderful, fantastic day. Bye.